the banned historical experiment that explained too much about human behavior. Opening, let's get right into it. Number 8, it all started with a question. What would humans do if all structure, rules, and consequences disappeared? In the mid-20th century, psychologists were obsessed with uncovering human nature at its core. Are people naturally good, or is civilization just a thin layer of paint over something darker? This question led to one of the most controversial studies ever attempted, an experiment that would later be banned almost everywhere. 7. The setup was shockingly simple. Researchers built a simulated environment where volunteers were divided into 2 roles, guards and prisoners. No real crime, no real authority, just uniforms, a fake prison, and complete freedom to behave however they wanted. They expected mild, boring behavior. Instead, they discovered something terrifying about human psychology. The first 24 hours changed everything. At first, everyone acted polite and awkward, laughing, treating it like a game. But within a single day, something flipped. The volunteers playing guards suddenly became strict, shouting orders, were enforcing pointless rules and demanding obedience. And the prisoners? They stopped joking. They stopped using their real names. They started breaking psychologically. No one told them to do it. No one forced them into cruelty or submission. It just happened. Number 5. Power doesn't corrupt slowly. It corrupts instantly. One guard later admitted, "I felt like I could do anything and no one would stop me." Psychologists realized something horrifying. Humans don't need years of power to become abusive. They need permission and anonymity. The uniform became a mask. The mask unlocked the worst parts of the mind. Number 4, the breakdown began within 48 hours. Prisoners were crying, screaming, refusing to eat and begging to leave, even though they could walk away at any time. Why didn't they? Because the brain has trouble escaping situations it believes are real. Psychologists call this role internalization, when the part you're playing becomes the person you are. The experiment was supposed to last 2 weeks. It didn't even make it to day 6. They had to shut it down. One researcher saw what was happening and said, "This is not science anymore. This is torture." The experiment was immediately terminated. No data chart could justify what the participants were becoming. When the volunteers walked out, many were confused, traumatized, and unable to understand their own behavior. Number 2, the results were disturbingly clear. Humans aren't born monsters. We become monsters when we're given power without accountability. We're treated like objects instead of people. We're trapped inside systems that reward cruelty. We're surrounded by others doing the same thing. The experiment proved something society didn't want to believe. Ordinary people can do extraordinary harm under the right conditions. Number 1, and that's why it was banned. The experiment was declared unethical worldwide. No modern university is allowed to repeat it. It revealed too much about what we're capable of, and too much about how fragile morality really is. But here's the twist. We see mini versions of it every day. Toxic workplaces, online anonymity, crowd behavior, bullying, abuse of authority. The lesson? The line between good and evil isn't between people. It runs straight through every human heart, and which side we express depends on the situation we're placed in. Human behavior isn't fixed. It's shaped by environment, power, and pressure. So the real question is, if you were in that experiment, which role would you become?